Grace and peace to you, friends. Welcome to the Oak Tree Journeys. My name is Mandy Oaks, and we are continuing our Encyclopedia Challenge. If this is your first time with us, just a few things about the Encyclopedia Challenge. This is not a read-along, so you don't have to own a set of encyclopedias. You don't even have to go to Wikipedia or even Google it. I read the encyclopedia to you. We are reading from the New Imperial Encyclopedia and Dictionary of 1909 and the Encyclopedia Americana of 1956. Our main source, until I run out of the volumes, is the New Imperial Encyclopedia and Dictionary of 1909. So once we run out of that, we will go to the Encyclopedia Americana, just strictly that one. All right, so if you've been with us before, you know that we are also going to do a deep dive bonus video whenever we get 5 or more words that anyone wants to look closer at. Right now we have 3 words, and those are starred on my website, theoaktreejourneys.com. Again, that is theoaktreejourneys.com. The link will be in the description below. So all you have to do is go to Encyclopedia Challenge, and there's a list of words and links to previous podcasts and YouTube video clips. But the words that we are going to go over in a deep dive are starred. Now, if you want me to go into a deep dive with a word that you're interested in, or just want to know more about, it could be a person, place, something we've already gone over, a word we haven't gone over, just let me know. On my website, there's a contact me page. So just fill that out, send me the word, and we'll take a closer look at it in our deep dive. If you're on YouTube, just post it in the comments, and I'll take a look at it and see if we can include it in our deep dive bonus video. Now, there are 2 bonus videos so far. One of them is listed under the Encyclopedia Challenge. The other one is listed in a separate section of bonuses. So feel free to browse that. Before we begin, I did want to give a shout out to my friends at the Writers Who Run or Walk group. If you are a writer who just happens to run or walk, feel free to check them out. The group leader is Christy Wild, and she is really fantastic. I can't wait for the next writing conference. Hopefully, I think that's going to be next year. So check them out on the Facebook group. I'm no longer on Facebook, but it is a really, really good group if you're a writer or runner, a writer who just happens to enjoy running or walking. All right, so let's get into this. Our first word is actually a plant, and it's Acacia. Acacia. Okay, and it's a noun, and it is from, let's see here, it says the genus Acacia differs from Mimosa in the greater number of its stamens, 10 to 200, and in the want of transverse partitions in the bivalve legumes. The acacias are diffused over all quarters of the globe except Europe. The greater number of them have a singular appearance because of the leaf stalks spreading out in the leaf-like form, while the leaflets are more or less stunted in appearance and frequently are altogether absent. Other species have bipinnate leaves with a great number of leaflets and are extremely beautiful. Many are of great importance in an economical point of view because of the juice which flows from them, which, when inspissated, becomes an article of commerce under the name of gum. The species called Acacia gumifera, Acacia seal, Acacia ehrenbergi, Acacia tortilis, Acacia nilotica, and Acacia vera, natives of Africa, produce gum arabic, also Acacia spicosia and Acacia arabica, natives of the south of Asia. Acacia arabica is called the babool tree in India, and its gum babool. A gum similar to gum arabic is produced by Arabic decarens. That's Acacia decarens, Acacia mollissima, the silver wattle. No, I'm not lisping there. It's the silver wattle. That's W as in water, A as in apple, T as in Tom, T as in Tom, L as in Larry, and E as in Edward. So the silver wattle. And Acacia affinis, the black wattle, in New Holland, and by Acacia carew at the Cape of Good Hope. Gum Senegal is the produce of Acacia varic and Acacia adesana, natives of the western coast of Africa. Yet Acacia varic is also said to yield true white gum arabic. Caoutchouc is obtained from the wood of Acacia caoutchouc. The astringent bark and pods of some species are used for tanning. The bark of Acacia arabica is administered in India as a powerful tonic medicine. The pods of Acacia coni form an article of commerce in India, its seeds being saponaceous and used in washing. A decoction of the pods of Acacia arabica is sometimes used in the same way. A considerable number of species afford useful timber. The flowers of many species are fragrant. A number of species from New Holland and other countries have been introduced into the south of Europe. Some are of frequent occurrence in greenhouses in Britain, and a few of the Australian species succeed tolerably in the open air in the south of England. The foliage of the acacias with biponent leaves shows a peculiar sensitiveness to changes of weather. When a thick cloud obscures the sun, the opposite leaflets close together, and so remain till the sun reappears. The locust tree of North America is often called acacia, both in Britain and upon the continent of Europe. Other species of robinia also receive the same name. See locust tree and rose acacia. Florea acacia is an old medical name for sloe flowers. And that's not slow as in slow like a turtle. That's slow as in S as in Sam, L as in Larry, O as in October, and E as in elephant. Okay, and let me just grab some water, because that was a long definition. Okay, and the next entry is academy. Now there are two entries of academy. So the first one is a noun. A public or private school, a society of learned men, academic or academical, pertaining to a college or university, academically, academician or academian, a member of the university or learned society, also academist. Okay, and here's academy, the second definition or entry. A name originally applied to the philosophical school of Plato, derived from the place in which the philosopher was accustomed to meet and converse with his pupils. This was a garden or grove in the suburbs of Athens, said to have once belonged to the hero Academus, and by him to have been presented to the citizens for a gymnasium. The spot is at this day known under the name of Academia. The variations of doctrine among the successors of Plato gave rise to the distinctive titles of Old, Middle, and New Academy. The first is applied to the philosophic teaching of Plato himself and his immediate followers, the second to that modification of the Platonic philosophy taught by Arcesilaus, and the third to the half-skeptical school founded by Carneades. In its common English, I'm not sure why I'm having such a hard time with this with some of these words. Acceptation, the word academy is loosely applied to any species of school which professes to communicate more than the mere elements of instruction. This, however, though perhaps more in affinity with the original application of the term, must be regarded as an abuse of its more general and strict acceptation in modern usage, as signifying a society of savants or artists, established for the promotion of literature, science, or art. The first institution in ancient times that seems to merit the name, in this sense, of academy was the celebrated museum founded at Alexandria, BC 3rd century, by Ptolemy Soter, which concentrated in that intellectual capital all that was most eminent in science, philosophy, poetry, and criticism. After this model, the Jews, and at a later period the Arabians, founded numerous institutions for the promotion of learning. During the Middle Ages, with the exception of the Moorish institutions at Granada and Cordova, in which poetry and music formed prominent subjects of study, we find nothing corresponding to the modern idea of an academy, save the learned society established by Charlemagne in his palace at the suggestion of his teacher Alcuin. This association was dissolved by the monarch's death, and not till the middle of the 15th century, when the conquest of Constantinople drove many learned Greeks to seek asylum in Italy, do we find trace of a similar institution. Under the enlightened patronage of Lorenzo and Cosmo de Medica, the lovers of Greek learning and philosophy were united in the bond of a common pursuit, and zealously labored to revive the long extinguished light of classic literature. After the decline of the Greek and Platonic academies of Florence, there arose institutions of a more comprehensive character, the example of which spread from Italy throughout all the states of Europe. Academies may be divided into those established for general ends, and such contemplate specific objects. The members are usually classified as ordinary, honorary, and corresponding. The results of their labors in their various departments are reported at the periodic meetings and printed in the records of the Academy. Prizes are generally established as the rewards of distinguished merit in original discovery or excellence in the treatment of subjects proposed for competition. Among general academies deserving of mention in the first place is the Academy of Sciences at Paris, established by Colbert in 1666, now a branch of the Institut de France. See Institute. The first scientific academy founded in modern times was the Academia Secretarium Naturae, established at Naples in 1560. Afterwards put down by a papal interdict, it was succeeded by the Academy of the Lyncei, founded at Rome by Prince Sissi, which attained distinguished success. Galileo was one of its members. Subsequently arose the Academy del Cimento at Florence and the Academy dogli Inquinti of Bologna, in that we would pronounce that Bologna here, but Bologna, afterwards incorporated into the Academy della Trachea, and finally in 1711 merged in the Institute of Bologna, or Clementine Academy, the Berlin Academy of Arts and Scientists, founded in 1700 by Frederick I, was 1710 divided into 4 sections. 1. Physics, medicine, and chemistry. 2. Mathematics, astronomy, and mechanics. 3. German language and history. 4. Oriental literature in special connection with missions. The first president was Leibniz, whose extraordinary versatility of genius qualified him for a leading place in all its departments. Under the great Frederick, new life was infused into the academy by the encouragement offered to learned men of all countries to settle at Berlin. Malpurchus was now appointed president, and the academy was reorganized under the 4 classes of physics, mathematics, philosophy, history, and philology. The public meetings are held twice a year. The transactions did not appear regularly till after 1811. They were formally published in French, but are now in German. The Imperial Academy of Sciences of St. Petersburg was planned in 1724 by Peter the Great, with the advice of Leibniz and Wolff. It was established in the following year by Catherine I and liberally supported by the Empress. 15 members received pensions as professors of various branches. Of these were Wolf, Bulfinger, Nicholas, and Daniel Brunelli, and the two de Lisles. After various fluctuations, the Academy attained eminence and utility under the patronage of Catherine II. Okay, we're going to pause for 1 second. It keeps going, so let me just get some water. Okay. Among the most important results of her liberality are the travels and researches of such men as Paulus and Klaproth. The Academy is still composed of 15 salaried members, besides a president and director, and 4 pensioned supernumeraries who attend the meetings and succeed to the vacant chairs. It possesses an extensive library and a very valuable museum. The first series of its transactions from 1725 to 1747 bears the name of Commentary. The second, from 1748 to 1777, the Novi Commentary. The third, 1777 to 1782, of Acta. Before this date, they were written in Latin, thenceforth in Latin or French. From 1783 to 1795, they are called Nova Acta. From that time to the present, Memoirs. The Academy of Sciences at Stockholm, founded in 1739, consisted at first of 6 members, one of whom was the celebrated Linnaeus. It received a royal charter in 1741, but no endowment. Its publications since 1779 are distinguished as new transactions. Papers on agriculture are separately published under the title of Economica Acta. In 1799, it was divided into 6 classes. The first one, Political and Rural Economy, 15 members. The second one, Commerce and Mechanical Arts, 15 members. The third one, Swedish Physics and Natural History, 15 members. Number 4, Foreign Physics and Natural History, 15 members. Number 5, Mathematics, 18 members. Number 6, History, Philology, and Fine Arts, 12 members. The resident members preside in rotation during a term of 3 months. The transactions appear quarterly. At the annual meeting in April, prizes are distributed. The Royal Academy of Sciences at Copenhagen, over its origin, like the last mentioned, to 6 learned men employed by Christian VI in 1742 to arrange his cabinet of medals. In 1743, the king, on the recommendation of Count Holstein, their first president, took the academy under his protection, endowed it, and ordered that natural history, physics, and mathematics should be embraced within the sphere of its operations. At first limited to the national history and antiquities, the Academy's transactions are in Danish. Some of them are translated into Latin. The Academy of Sciences of Mannheim was founded in 17 something. It's rubbed out. By the Elector Palatine Karl Theodor, and divided into the sections of history and physical science. The latter was subdivided in 1780 into physics proper and meteorology. The transactions under the 2 former heads are published under the title of Acta. The meteorological memoirs are entitled Ephemeria. The Academy of Science of Munich was founded in 1759. Soon after the erection of Bavaria into a kingdom, it was reorganized on a very extensive footing under the presidency of Jacobi. Its memoirs are published under the title of Abendlagen der Bayerischen Akademie. The Academy of Lisbon, established in 1779, has 3 sections: natural science, mathematics, and Portuguese literature. It is liberally endowed by government and has a library, museum, observatory, and printing office. Its memorias have appeared since 1787. The Royal Irish Academy, whose origin was chiefly from the University of Dublin in 1782, and whose plan was afterward extended, published its first volume of transactions in 1788. The Academy of Sciences at Vienna, founded in 1846, has sections of history and philology, mathematics and natural science, philosophy, political economy, and medicine. It's published. Laporte's date from, I want to say that's 1848. Its memoirs from 1850. Okay, so yeah, 1848 and 1850. The American Academy of Arts and Sciences was established at Boston in 1780, having been in another form instituted by Franklin. Its first volume of Transactions was published in 1785. The National Academy of Sciences, U.S., was incorporated by Congress in 1863. The Academy, comprising largely specialists and experts, when called on by any governmental department, is to investigate, experiment, and report on any specified subject at the expense of the government. See Sciences, National Academy of. See also Science, American Association for the Advancement of. Okay, let me pause again because there's more. I need some more water. Okay, we have a whole nother page and a half, so bear with me here. Among the academies established for the cultivation of particular departments of knowledge are the following. 1. Languages. The Accademia della Crusco, or Accademia Ferforietum, was founded at Florence in 1582, chiefly for the purpose of promoting the purity of the Italian language, whence its somewhat fantastic design, Crucica signifying chef or bran. It first drew attention by its attacks on Tasso. Its principal service has been compilation of an excellent dictionary and the publication of correct editions of the older Italian poets. A new edition of this dictionary is at present in preparation, but from the slow rate of its progress, it is calculated that many centuries must elapse before its completion. I wonder if it's completed by now. If anyone knows, let me know. For an account of the Académie Française, instituted in 1629 as a private society, see Institute. The Royal Spanish Academy was founded at Madrid in 1714 by the Duke of Escalona for the cultivation and improvement of the national language, in which it has done good service, particularly by the compilation of a Spanish dictionary. A similar institution was founded at St. Petersburg in 1783, afterwards united to the Imperial Academy. At Stockholm, a similar academy was established in 1786, and at Pest, for the cultivation of the Magyar language, in 1830. Number 2, archaeology. At the head of antiquarian institutions stand the Académie des Inscriptions, founded at Paris in 1663 by Colbert. See Institute. For the elucidation of northern languages and antiquities, an academy was founded in 1710 at Uppsala in Sweden. A similar institution was established at Cortona, Italy, 1727. Both have issued valuable works. The Academy of Herculaneum was founded at Naples in 1755 by the Marquis of Tanucci for the elucidation of Herculean and Papian antiquities. Its publications, commencing in 1775, bear the title Antiquity de Arcolano. An academy for the investigation of Tuscan antiquities was established at Florence in 1807, and at Paris, 1805, a Celtic academy for the elucidation of the language, history, and antiquities of the Celts, especially in France. All right, and let me get some more water again. Give me just a few seconds. Okay, this society changed its name in 1814 to Société des Antiquaires de France. Number 3, history. The Royal Academy of Portuguese History was founded at Lisbon in 1720 by John V. At Madrid in 1730, a learned association was formed for the elucidation of Spanish history. It was constituted an academy in 1738 by Philip V. It has published editions of Mariana, Sulpavita, Solus, and the ancient Castilian Chronicles, some of which had never before been printed. Oh, that's neat. A historical academy has existed for some time at Tübingen. Number 4, medicine. The Academia Naturae Curiosorium was established at Vienna in 1652 by the physician Boetius for the investigation of remarkable phenomena in the animal, vegetable, and mineral kingdoms. In honor of Leopold I, who patronized it liberally, it took the additional name of Cicero Leopoldina, and since 1808 has its chief seat at Bonn. Its valuable memoirs have appeared at irregular intervals under the title Miscellanea, Euphorides, and Acta. The Académie de Médecine of Paris was founded in 1820 for the prosecution of researches into all matters connected with the public health, such as epidemics, etc. The Surgical Academy of Paris, whose functions have partly descended to the preceding, was founded in 1731. It was dissolved during the troubles of the First Revolution. The Vienna Academy of Surgery, established in 1783, is properly speaking a college. Fine arts. The Academies of Painting and Sculpture of St. Petersburg, connected with the Imperial Academy, and of Paris, are institutions for the education of pupils. The French Académie des Beaux-Arts is a branch in the institute. The Royal Academy of Arts in London was founded. The ED was like way out there. Was founded in 1768 for the promotion of the arts of design, painting, sculpture, etc. The number of academicians is 40. Connected with it is a school with professors selected from among the academicians. The annual exhibition of the Academy is open to all artists of merit. The Royal Scottish Academy of Painting, Sculpture, and Architecture was founded at Edinburgh in 1826 and received a royal charter in 1838. The number of academicians is 30. The general plan of the institution is similar to that of London Academy. Similar to these also is the Royal Hibernian Academy, incorporated at Dublin in 1803. Numerous academies of the fine arts have been established in Italy, at Rome, Milan, Turin, Florence, Mantua, and Modena, also Madrid, Vienna, and Stockholm. Many learned societies differ from academies only in name. Such are the Royal Society of London, the British Association, the Washington Smithsonian Institution, etc., etc. See societies. Okay. And let's go to two more. I think we've got time for two more words before break. Acadia, the original and now the poetic name of Nova Scotia. Okay, and we're going to the Encyclopedia Americana for the last word before break, and that's Acadialite, a mineral, the name given to chavazite from Nova Scotia. Its color is usually salmon to flesh red. All right, so oops, have to drop everything. So with that, let's go to break, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Hi, I hope you enjoyed that segment from my podcast, The Oak Tree Journeys, from the Encyclopedia Challenge. To hear the entire episode, please visit the link at the bottom in the description. And please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe and share it to anyone you know who wants to read the entire encyclopedia or who's just interested in words. Thank you again and have a blessed day.